Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. We're back on North Frisch Marsh, and I have done a little bit of work on the map and also a little bit of farming between now and the last episode. And I've got a little bit more equipment, and let's see, I've got a new field. It's not quite ripe yet. So let's take a look at that. I bought 19. I did quite a bit of work on leasing fields that I didn't own and doing missions, that kind of thing, and made enough money to make to buy that other field. So I've got one pretty good sized field, 19. I got two small ones and a medium sized one. Field 2's not a bad size field. It's not huge, but, you know, this is it here, field 2. As you see, it's not very wide, but it's fairly long. Anyway, these are ready to do, but let me show you what I've done on the map. Let's see here. I was having quite a bit of trouble out here, smashing into this guardrail, so I took the collision off the guardrail. I didn't want to remove the guardrail, and I debated why they were even taking the collision off of it. But my problem was that I couldn't see this one half the time because of these trees. And I'd drive my vehicles on it, and I'd have, a truckload of grain. And the only way to get off was to reset the piece of equipment. When you do that, you lose your grain. I got pissed off, and I went in and took the collision off of it. So I did that. And I did the same thing up here. If you notice that on the normal version of this map, there are guardrails, real tight guardrails on this thing. And if you've got a tractor that has triple axles on it, it won't go across there. Even a double axle one barely fit. And I kept coming around with a tractor and a trailer and not being able to really get on this. So I took those guardrails off also. Let's see. Oh, I have a new mod. Look at this. Thing is back. Although they call it Grasshopper 2, I'll call it Thing 2. But yeah, Thing is back, and it basically it's a huge lawnmower. Well, that's what it is. Although you can use it to refuel and reseed. So if I've got equipment out on the field that needs reseeding or, refilling, I can just drive up to it and do that. Let's see. Where's my seeders at? So Thing is back. Cool beans. Now if they could just make that frosé work right. Yeah, see, I can pull in here to this seeder here. And I think it, well, if I can get it to drive properly, there we go. Let me jump out and show you. So, oh, it's full up, but let's see. It look real careful down here. I've got 92%. So let's see. But I think I can seed. I can fill the seed. Nope. No, it's not refilling. Huh. I thought it would. I know it refuels. Well, that's odd. Let me pull up to a combine. I thought it worked as a service rig. I know it does something. Well, hang on. Let me see. Hire worker. Oh, I'm in the wrong machine. Let me get in this machine. Lower pickup, turn on mower, refuel. Well, okay. It can refuel itself. What? It refuels itself. Okay. I thought that it would... I swear I thought I did. Maybe I'm not in the right position to do it. Let me pull this thing around. Wasting time here. There it goes. Okay, I was on the wrong side of the thing. Notice that it does, though. It does refuel the equipment. Alright, now I've just made a mess out of my... But I thought for sure it refilled the seeders, too. Huh. Let me see. I'm going to park this out here. I got to test this out now that I'm thinking about it, because I thought for sure that it worked as a service rig. And then we'll take it out and I'll show you what I've really been using it for. Alright, let me pull this thing around and see what happens. So I can refuel. Let me pull it a little further. Ridge marker. Well, I thought it reseeded too. Maybe it just refuels. Refuel sower. There it goes. What about the fertilizer though? There it goes. It does. Okay. It works. It works. It works. You just have to find the right trigger there. Alright, now let me show you what it really does well. I'm gonna find a field out here. There's a field over here that has grass on it. I might have already mowed. Oh shoot, I missed that too. Look, I got a little air on that. You gotta be careful though. I've flipped this thing over several times and it doesn't automatically flip back to its wheels. I just mowed this, I guess. Let me see if I can find a place that hasn't been mowed. That's what I most recently did offline, was mowed all the grass I could find. Well, not all of it, but most of it. Alright, well there's a little bit of grass on the edges, outskirts of this. Let me show you what happens here. Okay, so look at that. There's your mower. Isn't that sweet? It just oh, that's cool. It just stretches it out. And then it goes about 24 miles an hour when you're actually using it. Let me find a patch out here. And there's a little bit, but basically you just turn it on and off you go. And there's no collision on the blades out there, so you can mow any dang where you want at 24 miles an hour. And it does, course play works very well with it. So you can set a course up if you choose to, and it works really well. But there you go. It's a and it holds 100,000. Oh, speaking of volume, I was a little disappointed in the map itself. Only, see, I took collision off that. In the mount that the silo holds, that's, if you remember, that's why I had to get that hayloft, because the silo doesn't hold anything. It only holds what, 1 million in volume. So I went into the map and I fixed that. I didn't go hog wild, but what I did do is I changed it to 50 million. So I can put 50 million of anything I want in here. Not anything, but whatever it'll do. And I didn't change what this silo will hold as far as product, because there are other places to hold things that you have. Like if you make seeds, like I've been making seeds. Let me show you that. That's what I was doing over here. As a matter of fact, that's why my truck was sitting here. Okay, so here's what you do. You come over here and you put manure and liquid manure. Put manure in there, put liquid manure in here, and it makes fertilizer. Then you take the fertilizer and you run it over here, and you put the fertilizer in here, and you put your seeds in here. Now I'm using wheat, I believe. So I put wheat in here, and when you do that, it'll make seeds. So and then it dumps your seeds here. But even though it dumps them here to you can still take them out here. And if you need to store the seeds, there's a storage back here for your seeds right here. Dump your seeds in there, and it stores it for you in this silo. And the same over here. You can take your fertilizer and pull it out of here. Let's do that. You can pull your fertilizer out of here. How much is there? Yeah, I have quite a bit of fertilizer, I guess. Well, not quite a bit, but I have some. And you use what you want, or you can bring it over here and store it in this dump right here. So you can store your fertilizer there if you're not ready to use it over there. So if you just want to keep making fertilizer, but you're not ready for seeds, you can store it there. Now, here's the funny thing. Notice I did put some stuff in there, but that counter didn't change. Notice the counter right there didn't change. It shows that there's nothing there. This one did the same thing over here until I quit the game and came back in. Then it showed there was 2,500 in there. I don't know what that's about. The counter's not working properly, which is okay. I mean, not a big deal. Because I know there's stuff in there. If I come here and do that, wait a minute. Well, that's funny, because the other one worked that way. Where'd my... Uh-oh, did I just lose my fertilizer? There it is. See? There it is. You have to play with it a little bit, and then it shows up. Or you have to drive under it or something. It's just a little, I don't know, crazy. Now, I'm going to put it back because I don't need it right now. I've got some seeds, but I'm not doing anything with it. Now, let me just do this. Let me drive under that spout and see if it shows up just by doing that. No, it doesn't. So you have to actually hit the thing, or wait till you close your game, and then it works. What else have I been doing? Let's see. I think those are the only changes I've made in the map. I'm not trying to change the map in too many ways. It's just that I just hate it where you get a field the size of this, and or you know, you mow a few times, or you get your windrow all collected. It doesn't take long to get 1 million of grass and 1 million of windrow. It just doesn't. And so I came in and I'd put my grass and windrow in here, and all of a sudden, boom, it was full. So that's why I wanted to change that. It just wasn't big enough on a farm like this. You just needed it. What else? Let me go see. I've been working on... Oh. Yeah, let me... Whoa! Let me run this way. Where am I? I'm lost. Completely lost. It's not my fault. I had a birthday the other day and I'm feeling my age now. Okay. Oh, I got a new helicopter. A police helicopter. It's a lot smaller than the other one, and so it's a little bit more handy, if you will. It works about the same, though. So I've got some pallets here that are ready to go, and I've got quite a bit of wood made, and so I'm going to take those, but I need the pallets I need for some material. I need cartons for other things. So you need to bring the empty pallets to one of these machines over here. Figure out where I'm at. Whoa! Okay, this isn't it. Is that it? Nope, that's the storage warehouse. This is it right here. Okay, so yeah, I bought me some new water tankers here. Okay, so I put water in here. You notice that I like these because, see this? It's got a glass tube that shows you how much water you actually have. This is almost full. And I like that, so you can tell how much there is. And then over here, you bring your empty pallets, I think, someplace, and it makes... Where's the thing here? Okay, this makes pallet cartons and pallet paper. So you put empty pallets, water, and whatever hackerschnackle is. I don't know what that is. I need to find out what that is. Hackerschnitzel. I don't know what that is. I put it in the translator and it didn't translate it, so I don't know what it is. So I got to figure out what that is. But I know that that I can make cartons. You need that for some of the milk products and things like that, which I've also been working on. Let me go to the dairy. The dairy is closer to the farm. And I've been kind of working on that too. Where's the dairy? Okay, there's the farm. Dairy's real close. The dairy's right over here. And I was working on this. Okay, so you come over here and you need empty pallets and that's the paper. The empty pallets and paper. And then you put water in here and you put milk in here. Now you can just sell your milk right here. If you want to just sell milk, you can sell it. But if you put your water and your pallets and your paper and milk in here, and then when you come in here, you can make products like, okay, you put empty pallets, water, milk, and pallet paper, and you make yogurt, cork, whatever cork is, milk, cream, butter, all of these things are produced here. So I've been kind of working on there. I just need to figure out what that Witzersnigel is, whatever that was over there. I don't know what it is. And I haven't had time to really mess with it. So I think I'm going to start doing a harvest here. And then we'll work on some other things. Yeah. I've got to pick up some silage. Let me do that. Get this thing going here. And I've been hauling things to the composter, but it's full now. This one doesn't hold very much. Okay, it was full the last time I was here. It doesn't hold very much. It only holds about maybe 3 loads. So it's almost, well, it's been working. I must have quite a bit done. The interesting thing is you don't need any fuel for this one. It's just straw. You put your straw in, you get compost. Boom. Alright, might as well grab this while we're here. Okay, compost is green. I think well, it doesn't show up here that I can tell. I think these are seeds, but I'm not sure. Am I going to get a full load? That one up there might be. It might be just green here. If you look down in the speedometer area there, you'll see compost is a green bag. But it shows the same icon on the outside. So that icon that I looked at up here might still be compost. That still might be compost. Yeah, well, we're waiting for that. Let's get these guys out in the field. I've made a heck of a mess here. Can't drive through my own farm. Let's do this one real quick. I also increased my animals a little bit, not by too much. I think I have 100 of each now. Let's see, I got 113 sheep, 227 pigs, 111 animals. Now, I didn't have that many pigs. They've been making bacon, so... Because I think I only had 100, and but it doesn't take long for the pigs to duplicate themselves. And I was doing quite a few missions, which takes... missions take a lot of time. So that gives the animals time to grow. So I've actually done pretty well on the animals because I only had 100 of each. But they've been taking care of business. All right, so what do we have here? This is what? Soybeans. So there's not going to be any windrow. Missed a patch. Now, even though there's no windrow, you'll notice we've still got chopped straw in this. We got chopped straw in this, so this is going to work as fertilizer on this map. Even soybeans, even something that doesn't have a windrow, the chopped straw is being spread, and you're going to get fertilizer out of it, or fertilization of the field out of it. All you have to do is either plow, or, I'm not quite sure if you can cultivate, but I know when you plow you get it. I haven't actually cultivated yet, so I don't know about that. Let me hire somebody here. See, we got John Tice on this one. Let's get this combine out. But yeah, I spent quite a bit of time in between this episode and the last episode working on the farm. The missions, I did that for money while I was waiting for other things to happen on the map. And, I didn't want to wait to be able to lease a field. So if the field was just being seeded, I went ahead and finished the missions out until I could harvest. And then I would lease the field and harvest the crops myself, sell them, make money. I was making compost, anything I could do to make money so I could get more equipment, more animals. That piece of land right there was about $3 million. So that took me a little while to get that built up. Let's see here. This is field number 1. We're number 1. Harvest field 1. Alright, we'll let this guy go. Let's go get a truck. Not this one, obviously. I don't know how much I've got in this thing. Will it show me? Okay, it's got 362,000 in product in there, which is only half full. So, you know, I'm thinking about putting another silo in here so I can have 2 or maybe even 3. But I haven't done it yet. I haven't filled that thing up yet. But if you look, I've been doing the mowing along with the whenever I was doing missions and leasing fields and stuff, I was also doing mowing. So I've got, what do I have here? 3 million. I've got 3 million in grass. So I've got quite a bit of grass. So I can put, I wonder if I should. I don't know how much it costs. I'm kind of out of money right now, but how much is another silo? Nothing. Doesn't cost you anything. Well, I can afford nothing. Nothing's a very good price. Cool. All right, spin the camera around so I can see what I'm doing. And turn that off. Oh, I can't because I'm in it. Let's see. Straighten this out a little bit. I don't want to get them too close together, but about right. There. Is that going to leave me room for a third one? Maybe. Just maybe there'll be room for a third one. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm in the middle of harvest here, so let's get this compost back. The only other place that I changed guardrails was right here. There's a guardrail right here. And I ran into this guardrail about 1 million dang times. It's right at the end of this thing where I'm flying. So I took the collision off of this one too. I may put it back. I don't know. I did it in a fit of rage, little game rage. I really didn't. I wasn't that upset, but I did hit it too many times. About the 3rd or 4th time I smacked that guardrail. I said, oh, this is ridiculous, and I took it off. This isn't my strongest truck here. I don't know if you noticed, but the grass up here, look, it makes the American flag. You see that? Right here. There's the stars and stripes. I hadn't noticed that before. Isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty funny. I've seen that before on maps, but I didn't realize it was on this one. All right, we have compost here. I'm going to try. I can't recall whether this will take compost or not, but let's find out real quick. Yeah, I'm making seeds because I think there's a fruit farm on this map. So I wanted to make seeds for that. All right, so there's that. I'm going to keep this one out. And we're going to... I got more animals now, so I have to keep making bacon here. Making food for the animals. And I'm short a truck. Oh, I know where it's at. I'm using it for water. Oh, and I've got this to pick up too. I cut a few more logs over here because I got to keep making pallets. What did I do with... Oh, I didn't realize it was this far away. There he is. Right, I'm going to leave the tankers here. Nah, I'll better take them with me. I showed you this Volvo truck. Why it's green, I don't know. I made it green, no particular reason. I didn't make it for the tankers. I already had the Volvo for, I think I made the Volvo to pull the log trailer. And then somehow I got the log trailer kind of switched out. Oh, there's another grass field. Oh, I hadn't seen that one. We're going to have to bring Thing over here. There's a lot of grass there. Yeah, the Thing works very well. I don't know where these roads go. Now, I realize there's trains on this, there's train tracks on this map, but there's no trains. Right, I don't know where I'm going to put these things. Where am I going to put these tanks? Where they're not in the way anywhere. Uh-oh, what happened? Is he full? He might be full. Let me just find a place to dump these things. I could probably dump them right here on the side of the road. I don't use this little dirt road. Alright. Let's leave those. And I wanted to buy this field too, but it's a little over 2 million. And so I thought, well, I'll sell some crops on field 19 first and then worry about that. Let's take this guy and grab my log trailer. I think that's what I got this guy for. By the way, if you're a patron, somebody asked me about this log trailer. It is in the patron list. If you look, I think it's under auto lumber or something like that. Auto timber. So if you're a patron and you're interested in this logging trailer. Now, the thing of it is I can't find it anymore because I don't remember where I got it. Let's see. FSI Modding. That's the modder's name, I think. I don't know where I got this trailer. And somebody asked me about it the other day, and I couldn't find a link for it. But it is, if you're a patron, it is in the patron list. You can just download it directly from me. I gotta get that trailer off there. Alright, let's pick up these. Tell you what, though. Before I do that, let me get this guy picking up fruit. I'm having to switch. I'm short a truck, so I'm having to switch the truck for the water tank. I still have the other water tank. I don't know why this stopped here. That's all it had in it. Are you kidding? Okay, fine. Take this guy to field number 1. Harvest, field 1. And drive the course. There's the other truck. Let me grab it. And we've got this other trailer over here we can use. I'm about to buy another truck. When I do, I'm going to make it the color of these trailers here. Sunshine yellow. Everybody likes a little sunshine. All right. Let's run and get this guy. What's that truck doing? Did I park that truck there? Huh. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's go ahead and just use the course play route, I guess. This is field 20. Right there. Yeah, and it must go around this way. Make sure. Wanted to make sure I didn't have anything on the silo. I don't think he's going to get full. Alright, what else was I doing? I was doing something. God, I got every piece of equipment in the farm. In the road. Alright, let me see. Did I get a cultivator? Did I buy a cultivator? Cultivator. There we go. And I have this. Oh, where's it at? It's not in here. I got to get it in here. I don't own it. It's called the Sunshine. And I like that one. I could use this flex coil, I suppose. How wide is that? Big bud pad. It's 24 meters though. Ah. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. But I need to get that Sunshine one in here. I want to try to find out whether a cultivation will till this into fertilizer. If cultivation does that. I know plowing does, but I want to find out if cultivation does. Okay, so let me run while I'm thinking about it. Where's let me show you what I got going here with this guy. Alright, I'm going to set this thing up for grass field 1 here. We're going to do that and that and set this guy to work. And I'll show you. Course play works really well. Let me just get it set up over here. I can't remember where I started. I'm just going to run it out here and it'll take off itself. Alright, there it goes. See, course play works really well. So, and you can just let it go. And this is the same width as the other one. The exact same width. So, I already had these course play routes set up for Enterprise, and this is the same. So, it works very well. And as you saw, I've got 3 million in grass. There's grass everywhere. And now that the thing 2 is working very well, I'm going to start just ripping the grass up and making silage like crazy. I don't have a clue whether it sells that well, but it's pretty much just cost me fuel and time, so it's pretty cheap commodity. So even if it doesn't make, and then the silage just takes time. So, you know, if you get those silos full, and it just takes time, and even if it doesn't sell all that well, it at least pays for the fuel it costs to make it, or to cut it. 'Cause I don't think the grasshopper takes very much fuel. All right, let's see. I got a couple minutes here. Let me see about picking up some logs. I think that's why I made this one green. I was going to use it for the logs. All right, start unload left side. So we're okay. Let's start to unload. No. Start, yeah. Start auto load, not unload. All right. Isn't that slick? I just love it. I got some stumps to do there too, though. So, and then I'm going to have to start replanting in here. Wrong side. Switch the side there. And auto load. And let me see. Oh. That's why I got the Volvo. And the Volvo's kind of long, but it's a smaller truck. I thought it might weave through this forest a little easier. That's kind of why I picked that up. Man, you just can't see in here. You get a little closer to the ground. Let's switch sides again and head over. Pick up that one there if I can. Oh, there's two of them there. And then, if I can do this without these falling off the end. Which way are those other logs facing? There's just one of them there. Let me go to the other side again. Right side. Oh, shoot. They slid. They slid. When I hit that tree. Come on, auto load. I got too close, didn't I? There it is. Got it. Okay, and then we get the straps on there before I lose these silly logs. Let's see if I can wheedle my way through here. Alright, I think I got them all. If you were watching the last episode, I lost a stump, or a little bitty log. I found it. It's in the brush over here. I just haven't picked it up yet. Well, I say I found it. Now where did it go? Oh, come on. I know I did. I found it there it is. This guy right here. I don't know if I can put it on there or not. Let's see if I can put it on there. And if it'll stay. Object too heavy. Of course it's too heavy. I don't know if it's going to stay on there. Let me take the straps off and back on and see if that thing will stay on there. Well, it's staying. If I don't get too hog wild with the driving. I love this trailer. Well, you know, I don't care much for the logging, but it sure makes it a lot easier. The biggest problem I had with the logging was the loading of the logs, because it just took forever to try to pick them up with that stupid crane and getting the crane straight, getting it lined up, dropping the trailers on there. And before you could get them loaded up, they'd fall off, and it's just a pain in the butt. But this auto load trailer really makes a difference. Yeah, these Volvo trucks are cool too. A lot of the things on the gauges work. I don't know what they do, but they do. If you watch the gauges, stuff changes on them once in a while. All right. I wish this stupid fence wasn't here. I'm not going to take the collision off of it, though. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't bother me. This one doesn't bother me. I like to take shortcuts. It's my own fault. I'm lazy. Okay, so let's get this guy in here. Now, especially right there, that little jog of fence right there is the one that gets me. It's kind of in the way. Alright, let me get back on here. And let's unload the logs. Start unload. Cool beans. Alright. And with that, I think I'm going to call this an episode here. And when we come back, we'll continue on with all the things we're doing. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you back on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.